Hey guys, Thiepval here. Today we'll be looking at a couple of IS-3 replays I had right before I upgraded to the Object 257. So the first one's on Thiepval Ridge here. It's a standard game. From this side I'll usually play around G3 area, give or take. You can play up kind of on that hill on like E8, 9 and into that kind of right-hand corridor next to it if you're in a heavy. From this side. From the north, again, I'll usually play around where I'm going here. And you can also, if I'm in like a lighter medium, I might consider playing up in like the B8 area, give or take. There's a couple of ridges over there that you can kind of spot onto the big hill. Get some more long distance shots from. This you'll see in this replay, there's a few goobers that play in like this K3 hill area down there. I don't believe that the people that designed this map meant for tanks to get up there. I've never tried to get up there, but I think it's kind of a sneaky way to get up there. I don't know how to do it, but it's pretty annoying. So we got a bad chat right off the bat here, able to put a shot into him. The bad chat is a very dangerous tank. Tier 9 and 10, and frankly the Tier 8 light tank is too. And its power increases as the game goes on. It has good view range and it can clip tanks out. So if you give it space to move around as the game goes on, it can be it's definitely a tank that can carry games. So anytime you can damage it and or take it out early, try and do that. Never get lucky there with a nice side shot in the Conqueror, set him on fire. It cuts his hit points down by about half, so. Got some good damage on two of their key targets that we identified by looking at the team lineups right off the bat. So that's a very good start. I'm kind of a mid-tier tank in this game, so I don't want to be fronting for these tier 9 heavies that are around me, but I do take a hit there just to take this Conqueror out. That's a good trade in my opinion. Obviously you want to conserve your hit points as best you can, but Conqueror is just one of the best tier 9 tanks in the game, so if you can get him off the board, it's a good play in my opinion, especially as a lower tier tank. Now you can see those guys down there. They're distracting a few of our guys, and they're going to end up distracting me here. You just kind of got to get rid of these guys. We can't be sitting in this position having guys shooting us from the north and the south, so I don't think I'm actually able to come up with any shots from here, but you don't see people playing there too often, but you know, it's kind of an annoying thing you got to deal with. And we are picking up a fair amount of spotting damage in this game. A lot of people don't think heavy tanks is spotting tanks, but they're actually fairly good scouts just because they're more toward the front of the battlefield. So I got a E-75 here. This is another tank that we really got to deal with. I was trying to go for a track shot there, unfortunately missed that one. And then there's at least a couple, one or two I guess they only have two TDs. I think both the TDs are back from where that distant shot was coming from. And again, this Persian's kind of distracted me. I'm just trying to see if I can remove these guys on our flanks. Want to try and keep the battle in front of you as much as you can, but this team we were against in this match was fairly annoying, to be honest with you. And E-75 continues to get pounded. And now we got an Indian Panzer coming to support him, trying to keep him alive. So E-75's removed. That's two. I think the Batchat's probably dead at this point. So most of their you know, their strongest tanks that you gotta be kind of afraid of in this matchup are gone, so that's good. Just gonna keep pumping damage in this guy. I should probably move forward a little bit here. I think I'm getting targeted from my left, yeah. So you gotta, as best as you're able to, you always gotta be aware of who can shoot you and try and minimize how many guns can aim at you at any given moment. So that was a little bit of a mistake. Luckily, it looks like he only hit my track. We still got a heavy in our base. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing back there. I mean, heavies should never be sniping from the base, but on a map this is one of the bigger maps in the game. That guy, I'd be shocked if he's seen anyone at this point in the game, which is maybe he's playing one-handed, doing something else with his right hand. I don't know, but you know, you got to be engaged in the game. So we still got this Pershing over here, and looks like that STRV. It's in about D3, give or take. Looks like he pulled back to D1. So we're trying to clean up these flanking shots over here. We do have our TDs. They have on the right-hand side, so they're kind of pushing in from there. The Pershing doesn't have the greatest turret, so I figured I'd try and take a shot there. That one missed. I'm going to poke up this ridge here just to see if I can get a shot into his hull. This is probably a mistake just because that STRV is still back there. Looks like he's targeting me again. Try to take a shot to get rid of him. But yeah, now I'm noticing that I'm repeatedly getting targeted. And luckily, he didn't shoot me yet, but really I should be following that Chinese heavy tank down the river there. Better cover. I don't know if that guy just had shots in my turret or why he wasn't shooting me, but I was frankly pretty lucky on my part. A couple of mistakes, just repeatedly poking on that ridge like that. Now that heavy tank's kind of moving out. I don't know if he might have been looking for that guy that was on K3. Now who's snuck by him, who's going to go in and kill her already behind him, so. Good idea about 5 minutes too late, and then the guy slips by him. Here we got a shot of that stir ammo. And me and the guy to my right there take him out, so it's good. So we're doing a pretty good job here. I'm just trying to clean up these guys at this point. That Swedish TD is definitely the stronger threat at this point. Gets a shot at me. I shot that one a little early, you'll notice, just because those Swedish TDs, they drive backwards very quickly, so I figured he was going to shoot and scoot. And I just wanted to get the shot off. Luckily it did take him out. So we got that hill camping D-bag in our base. We got the Pershing here, and then already still hasn't been spotted at this point, but I'm assuming he's right over here. And we finally do spot the RD, take him out. And this Pershing, again, I'm not too worried about. Kind of ram him, and then here you want to make sure you hit a shot. Probably shot him in the turret, but I figured just pull him back a little bit. And then taking a clearer shot would be the right play. Just a note on the armor of the IS-3. Typically you want to point your armor directly at the target you're facing, just because the pike knows, especially if you can hide the lower plate. So me and the Ferdy are able to cap out here. I'll cut the video just because it's just us sitting here until the light tank fails to catch us. So. So that ended up being a pretty good game. You can see you got about 63 combined damage on that one. This next one's Heilbronn assault game. We're defending the assault. This map is hard to defend on. A lot of times teams will just kind of park it right here the whole time and just get absolutely decimated. You do want to push out a little bit as far as you can. I like to play the position. You'll see where I'm at, kind of the city that's out across the first river. And then if you can get some like people pushing out a little bit in the south and maybe peeking around like B2, 3. You just kind of want to hold off the team as best you can. They have 10 minutes to cap or kill you all, so time is on your side in these matches as long as you can delay them. And you're probably going to be sitting here the first few minutes of this game thinking the video, or this part of the video should be called how to aim like a spud. I think I missed like 4 or 5 shots to start, but these light takes at this, I mean, I'm not saying these shots are great, I could aim that one better, but light tanks at this distance can be tough to hit, but I'm just trying to keep firing at them to kind of make them question whether they should be doing what they're doing. And then I think, I mean, you are already safe right here, right where I poke right here. It's a little dangerous. They can hit that shot depending on where they spawn in and if they reposition at all. But you can see we got about half our team just sitting in the back doing nothing, and then half our team just kind of projecting outwards, which is good. I'd say the attacking team on this map does have the advantage as long as they're not too campy. Sometimes I see assaulting teams just kind of play it a little too slow, which is how they end up losing the game. But for your average team that you're going to load in, I'd say the winning team on this game mode and map usually is the assaulting team about 2/3 of the time. Alright, so yep, still hit a shot here. We got an RU, missed that one. Aimed it a little high. That one probably would have landed if I'd aimed it at the correct level. We're just kind of sighting in our gun to start the match off, though. And we finally get one into that tier 7 Italian guy. P43 tear. That one I probably should have aimed a little bit, and you'll see the already did hit me. Now, if you can take a second in your mind just to note where the already was, that seemed like it came where I'm kind of pointing now, toward the southeast, so I'm assuming at least one already's down on that southmost spawn point. So I do have to be careful playing this corner and going forward. So I'm just checking the mini-map, seeing if I can support these guys on the left. The 2 tanks over there are still on the other side of the town, so I can't really shoot them from this angle. Now we got a standard B here. I do hit them. I put a couple shots in. Standard B is a 3-shot auto reloader, so these auto reloaders, you just want to kind of keep a mental count of how many shots they're on. I do hit his gun there too, and I'm not sure if he had to repair the first time I hit him or not, but that potentially could cause some problems for him. Now we finally get that little buzzard. I'm assuming he's on his reload just because he kind of drove by me. He was probably taking out whoever was supporting me to the north there. But we are able to take him out finally. Light tanks on these open maps are very important, especially this game mode. It's, you know, basically our team will be sitting back, so if they're having a harder time to spot us, it's an advantage for our team. So yeah, Tiger was distracted shooting at someone to the south. I kind of... This is the worst shooting I've ever had in an ace, I'll tell you that right now. But we are able to take him out as well. So we're still down a couple tanks at this point. But really we're kind of just trying to stall them as best we can. Get the standard B, or no, that's the Tier 7 and Terror. Or Panzer Terror, whatever the hell it is. P-43. Able to nail that Indian with a nice little snapshot there. I've actually taken the lead at this point. So this Type 4 is probably the biggest threat on the map at this point. Just because that gunny's guy, I'm hoping he pokes there so I can shoot him in the side. He kind of pulls back. Those things can be tough to hit frontally, which is why I'm assuming he's been able to sit where he's been for so long. He ends up taking out our Sig. Luckily his ass is sticking out far enough that I can take him out there. And so we're down to a medium, I think it's a Leo, and then a couple arty. I'm getting spotted, so obviously it's the medium tank. And there he is. Looks like he tracked him there probably, or... I don't know, he doesn't really look tracked. This guy might have ran out of gas, just kind of sits here. That time I did put a damaging track shot into him, so... I got hit by the one arty, and our light tank took out the other one, so I know I got a little bit of time to sit here. And I should probably be pointing my armor directly at him again. Just because when you're at an angle, they can shoot into the side of the pike. Oh, that already did shoot quicker than I thought he was gonna. Like the sides of your pike will become like flat surfaces towards them if you're angling, so that's why you want to point these particular... Any pike nose tank, generally you want to point directly at your target. And again, we're just chasing down the arty, so we'll call it there. Alright, so that was it for this one. I'm on to the Object 257. If you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're new to the channel, you can consider subscribing. If you have any comments on the IS-3 or any other tank you'd like to see replays of, let me know below. And we'll see y'all later. Alright, peace.